Slap her around real quick.
And it is the second edition of Don't Believe the Hype on this very fine Tuesday, June 18th, a day before Juneteenth, which is tomorrow, which is, you know, the Juneteenth, not June 19th, is the day that all black people in America were free,
supposedly,
per se, right? So anyway, what are we talking about today, you ask?
Yes.
I wasn't even going to talk about anything, to be honest with you. I'm just going to keep
And she wasn't. And then when she got wind of this subject, her notes, she had to write notes.
Yeah, I'm scrolling, looking on the phone, and then I see LeVar Ball is back in the news.
Who is LeVar Ball?
LeVar Ball is the father of, what was it, Lonzo Ball, LiAngelo, and LaMelo Ball. Lonzo, who just got traded from the Lakers to the Pelicans. I didn't even know no damn team was called Pelicans until I heard about that. But anyway, so he's got these sons who are, some would consider basketball phenoms, if you will.
No, but go ahead.
Some of them are. I don't know.
No.
So anyway, LeVar Ball, being a black man, very outspoken, always edifies his kids. You're the greatest, they're this, they're that, which he should be doing, so big ups to him. So he was on, I guess, yesterday, First Take with Stephen A. Smith and Max Gellerman and Molly Querin, I think that's how you say her last name. She is the girlfriend or wife, I guess it is, wife of Jalen Rose. So she...
Notice she's not a sister, brothers.
She's not a sister. She looks like she's a white girl. I think she's a white girl, but anyway. So LeVar is sitting in between Max and Stephen A. Smith, and I don't know where Molly is. She's somewhere else. And so wants to ask LeVar a question.
Go ahead LeVar, before I get back to him.
LeVar, can I switch gears with you because I have a question here.
You can switch gears with me anytime.
Okay. Let's stay focused here. All right. Can you please explain to me what the big...
And she says something like, I want to switch gears or something like that. And he says, you can switch anytime. So... But the headline says basically that LeVar Ball says something inappropriate to her and this, that, and that. So I clicked on it. Was TMZ. I clicked on the article, and I'm thinking, wow, maybe he cussed her out or he said something crazy. And so, you know, in this article it's saying that ESPN is sticking behind her, and you know, Jalen wishes that LeVar would have apologized.
Weren't they in different studios or something?
Yeah.
So how? Go ahead.
But so I clicked on the actual video to see what had happened. Did he say, I will touch your titties? I mean, what happened? And he literally said from the video I saw, after she says, I want to switch gears, and he says, he leans in a little bit, says, you can switch anytime. And it was really sort of like what I said. It wasn't like, hey girl, shoot, you can come switch with me anytime. Wasn't even nothing close to that. So Donovan and I watched it a few times to see if we can see, like,
kept over and over again. And
did we miss something?
I didn't see anything.
Confused. I was confused, and so then TMZ catches up with Molly, and they asking her, well, what did you think? Do you think he should apologize? Because now they're wanting him to apologize, him being LeVar. And she was like, well, you know, I don't want him to get in trouble. I don't think ESPN should, you know, discontinue having him on there. But, you know, an apology would have been nice. And I'm like, apologize for what? What did this man do? And so then it dawned on me, okay, first of all, a lot of people don't like LeVar. Right. A lot of people being, let's say, a lot of white people who especially are not, and some black people in all fairness, a lot of white people who are not used to seeing a black man be as assertive as LeVar Ball. They're used to black men, as some would say, tap dancing for butter biscuits, or very docile and not, you know, outspoken as much.
Just
like,
getting mine and going about my business.
and it's funny because those same people who have a problem with LeVar Ball don't have a problem with a loud mouth like Stephen A. Smith. Because that dude has got a loud mouth, and for the most part, he's always
Cool.
siding on
He's
the...
always cool.
Right, you said it.
He's always cool.
He's always siding on the side of white. You know, and very loud and very boisterous. He says something...
I'm Stephen A. Smith. I've never played basketball in my life.
And he's just as loud as LeVar. But whenever LeVar talks about his sons being the greatest and this, that, and the other, and they're going to do A, B, C, and D, and, oh, well, you know, he's a loud mouth, and he's always talking this, that, and the other. And I'm like, so I get it. I see what this is. This is nothing more than a hit. I'm like, y'all couldn't have found nothing stronger. Y'all could try to find nothing stronger to build in there, because even the guy who was doing the interviewing from TMZ, because she was walking to her car, he was saying, are you shocked that ESPN still has someone like LeVar, loudmouth like him, to continue to come on the show? And so when he said that, right there, they already had this preconceived or this ideology about LeVar that he's a loudmouth. Is he loud? Yes. But is he saying some good things? Yes. Some of it is kind of comical, kind of funny, because right before they traded Lonzo, he was saying, oh, he won all three of his sons. They were all going to play for the Lakers, this, that, and the other. And then maybe a day or so later, they ended up trading him. So that's kind of funny. You know, he says some funny things, like funny comical. But for the most part, he's a black dad that edifies and speaks life into his children. And so I don't think people are used to seeing that. Because even if you go back to a lot of the other interviews, you hear people saying, oh, his kids are scared of him. Oh, they're in fear of him. And it's like, no, they're not in fear of him. They have respect for their dad. But, you know, and then we know culturally speaking, a lot of other cultures, or races rather, they're a little bit more liberal with their kids. Their kids, you know, tend to run roughshod all over them and don't have any respect. And
Not mine.
Right. But so when you see a black father, you know, actually being able to command what goes on in the lives of some of his adult children, it's like, oh, well, they should be able to speak for himself. The same thing, not to venture off, because I'm going to get back to this, but the same thing for Kevin Durant. His him and his mom always get a lot of heat. Why does his mom need to be there? Why is his mom in the boardroom? Why is his mom making all decisions? Well, his mom is his manager, and she does those type of things. But as I said before, when the white athletes' parents, like the Peytons, you know, Peyton Manning and Eli Manning, when their father, you know, he's very instrumental in the lives of his sons, nobody says, well, why is he saying this and doing that? And they just, hey, yeah, it's great. They go right along with it. But here you have these black athletes who have parents in their lives. It's a problem. And so when I saw this repeatedly with Molly Querin and LeVar Ball, this whole little thing that really is much to do about nothing, if you will, if I said that right. It's really just another attack on black men.
Right.
That's all it is, to make another issue.
Yeah, and it's kind of, to me, it's kind of funny how, okay, his son gets traded, and all of a sudden it's like they're trying to kick him out as they're leaving town.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Right, right. And so here you have them, and then I guess ESPN condemned LeVar. And I'm like, for what? What did you condemn him for? What did he, I'll say this much. Let me go on to my other part, okay? So the other part I want to talk about is Cuba Gooding Jr. You guys know him. A lot of people know him as radio, but you also know him in Jerry Maguire.
Show me the money!
Yeah, Show Me the Money. So a lot of people, you guys know him as that, and a lot of other roles that he's played. The Boys in the Hood, most famously, that comes to mind for me. So as you guys know, he was in a bar about a week ago or whatever it was, and a white girl said that he reached over and touched her leg and touched her breast. Okay, so
allegedly.
That's what I'm saying. She said.
Yeah.
Allegedly, he did these things, and so he turns himself in and gets arrested. They do the perp walk with him and all this other stuff, and then some other white girls came out, because you know Cuba loves the white girls. You know, not saying that he did any of this, but he does. He's married to a white woman, at least he was. And so there's been like 2 or 3 other white girls that come out and said that he's touched them. One girl said at the time she was 16, They were at a club or something, and he stuck his finger up her butt. And that was 10 years ago.
What's wrong with that?
Well, she was 16.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, so, but this is 10 years ago, she's saying, if you ask me, I think it's all BS, but I think there's a moral to the story here.
Okay.
And the moral of the story is, you brothers need to be more cognizant of who you're dealing with. Now, I don't have anything to say about LeVar because I don't think he did anything. I don't think he walked into that. I don't think it was a Freudian slip of the tongue. I don't think it was
a
any
simple
of that.
response.
A simple response. Now, and another reason why I would give LeVar a pass was for, well, you know, he's married to a white woman, so maybe he needs to get into, I don't know, hell. But the point that I'm making is, he even said, remember it was a year ago on Colin Cowherd. He has that show,
right.
Speak for Yourself, and I can't remember the white girl's name. But anyway, she said something to him, and LeVar pretty much put her in check, said, stay in your lane. And she said something like, oh, I feel threatened. Are you threatening me? He says, you scaring me right now. Stop talking to me.
Whoa.
Because what he was saying was, I see what you're trying to do, but it's not going to work. You're not going to trip this black man up into, you know, making everybody else think I was trying to do something to you. I'm threatening this white woman. And a lot of people got mad and took offense to that. Charlamagne the God so beautifully said, you know, you're weaponizing your whiteness against this dude. That's what she was doing.
Right.
You know,
Absolutely.
I'm just down feeling stressed. You're going to do something to me. It didn't work, okay? And so, but for Cuba, some people say Cuba, whatever you want to say it, you need to stop playing with white girls. I mean, I know his girlfriend is a white girl, whatever, you know, but why is it all these white women? Now, I don't know what, because I tend to think, well, what did Cuba do?
Right.
What did he do in order to get this Me Too moment for himself? You know, because the Me Too moment had kind of died out a little bit, but now he's bringing it back.
Right.
And so now you have all these other white women coming out the woodwork saying he did this to him, he did that to him. And I kind of liken somebody like Cuba to like an OJ. Because like, when you gonna learn?
Right.
When are you gonna get it? Maybe this is his aha moment. You know, like, oh.
I get it now.
Oh.
Yes. Get it.
This is what y'all been saying, because all this time I thought they really loved me. You know, I'm, you know, Cuba. I got all these, you know, the Oscar nominations.
Quick trivia. Cuba Gooding Jr. is famous in his own right, but he is the son of
Cuba Gooding Sr.
Yeah.
Everybody
he plays the fool sometimes.
Yes. Okay.
There you go. All right.
Yeah. So that's his dad. But it's just like because we had this discussion on the show. So.
We did.
Oh, you love who you love. Yeah, I guess. But you need to use some wisdom. Use some wisdom. You can't love who
Everybody,
you love.
right?
Yeah. And so I don't want to say it's funny, like comical, but it's like, damn. Especially with this LeVar thing, like, y'all ain't even gonna try to hide the fact that y'all trying to trip a brother up.
See, and what kills me with a lot of these brothers, and I have experience, and you have experience having siblings that have married
white women.
If you're married and you're out and about, why are you allegedly groping other women?
Well, because if you see the video, his girlfriend is sitting in between him and the other lady who alleged that he groped her. And so you can see that he does reach over, but you can't see exactly what he reached and did. He could have went and said, hey, girl.
Right. I mean, how do we know it's not a video fake?
I don't know. I mean, because she said something to him about the movie Snow Dogs, which he was in. And he said he remembers the comment, but he flat out denies touching her breast. Which to me is kind of odd. Like, okay, my woman is sitting right here in between us. And let's say into that freaky stuff. I don't know.
Right.
But what's the chances of him groping another woman's breast in front of his
wife? And then I got to say this. I was watching a documentary on Natalie Wood. For those that don't know who Natalie Wood was, she was a little girl in Miracle on 34th Street, the black and white version. And then she was also in her greatest movie was Splendor in the Grass. With Warren Beatty. And
West Side Story.
West Side Story, but her greatest one was Splendor in the Grass. West Side Story. She was in a lot of great movies. James Dean. that movie before he died.
Yeah.
Rebel Without a because she was in that and stuff like that. And this woman was her and Rodney. She was married to Robert Wagner, and she died in a boating accident. Of course, attributed to alcohol. A lot of these things are attributed to alcohol.
You know who else was on that boat?
Christopher Walken.
Christopher Walken.
And he doesn't even want to talk about it. He doesn't even want to talk about it because Robert Wagner is still a suspect of interest.
He was, but
No, they still have him as a suspect. He won't talk though.
That he was a suspect, but they have nothing going because nobody will talk.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So they reopened the case, but they haven't reclosed it.
Yeah.
So anyway, these Hollywood people, I mean, okay, I'm 48. You're 28. I don't think it's sexy to get sloppy drunk at my age. You know what I mean? If I was your age, I could probably do it, but you know what I mean? To where you're out of control of your faculties and stuff, or you're not sure what you're doing. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, yeah, some people call it alcoholism. You know, some people can't control their alcohol, but I mean, does it mean that Cuba got drunk and touched her? Could have been. I don't know.
Yeah, allegedly. We don't know.
But I just say, especially for you brothers.
I'm just saying.
Not you.
Yeah, no, but with my point right there was, these brothers, you're in an environment.
That's what I'm about to say.
That you are not conducive in,
Watch
and they set
your
up could be
surroundings.
right.
Watch your surroundings because
You listen to Smoke.
especially if you're a celebrity.
Right.
You don't know everybody, but everybody probably knows you, and so you don't know who's looking for a come up. Like, why come out after 10 years and say, "Oh, he stuck his finger up my butt"? Somebody stuck their finger up my butt. I'm hollering to the high heavens right there on the spot.
And brothers out there listening, my brother, well, he doesn't where he's married now, again, to a black woman, thank God. But again, this is the same playbook. Did they not use the same playbook on Bill Cosby?
What did I say about black, or not black men, but just men in general?
Yeah.
Y'all dumb.
We're done.
Dumb.
Right.
Y'all keep falling for it. You a celebrity, especially a black male celebrity, you shouldn't be nowhere where a bunch of white women are. No shade to white women, but you know you were target, especially if you get within earshot of these women. You probably a suspect for someone with the way he looked at me. I just felt threatened. You know, and even if it ain't true, it's a story out there, and most people gonna believe it, especially most white people. I mean, hell, look, OJ can't even get a Twitter account without them getting mad. I mean, I see white people getting mad about OJ having an account. Why does he have an account? Well, first of all, he was acquitted of murder.
Right.
He went to jail on some stupid shit.
No, not. We say he's guilty.
Yeah, but he can't. Can't he breathe?
Nope, can't even have a life.
Yeah, he been there. I mean, I've seen white people talking about, "Oh, I'm deleting you because you think it's okay that he has a Twitter account."
Delete away.
And I'm like, why don't y'all have that same energy with y'all ancestors who was raping and lynching and murdering and stuff?
That's where the double standard comes in.
I'm saying, where's that energy from? Y'all want to hold OJ out of all the black people on the planet. Y'all want to focus on OJ, but see, you know what? I ain't mad at him because white people have solidarity in who they mad at.
Right.
We be mad somebody come up in the church and kill all our people, and we get up and we forgive them. And oh gosh,
I'm gonna pray for him.
Oh, that he wants some chicken.
But like I said, what's the difference between OJ and Polanski? Woody Allen.
Or
Harvey Weinstein.
Or Bill Cosby's a really good example. What's the difference between him and all of them?
Right.
You know, they getting winning Oscars.
Wait. Harvey Weinstein has yet to be charged. He's sitting at home.
Yeah, they like slowly but surely
dropping charges,
and he's paying people off, and which is all those women wanted in the first place. Is think about it, most of the women that complained on him became a big time star. Right. Which is everybody who's familiar with the casting couch knows that's how it goes. I'm not saying he didn't do anything foul to women. I'm not I'm not saying he didn't. I don't know. But everybody knows about the casting couch, okay? Yeah, you get this role, you're gonna be your name's gonna be in lights, and everybody's gonna come see you. However, I need you to do something for me.
Right. And a lot of people that come to Hollywood from Iowa, wherever you come from.
Right.
There's two Hollywoods. You don't make it in this one, you're most likely gonna make it in that one.
Exactly.
You know, if you're willing to play.
Right. And so, you know, if the casting couch says, well, instead of going to the seedy Hollywood, let me go in and, you know, do what I gotta do in the good Hollywood, if you will, and so I can get that role. I mean, Dorothy Dandridge was famous for saying, especially with the and see, nobody's coming to bat for the black actresses who endured that kind. That was like the norm for them. You only knew that those black actresses, when they went into interviews or auditions, they in the back of their mind, or probably in the front of their mind, knew I'm gonna have to do something strange for this mammy role. You know, I ain't talking about no leading stuff. Because Dorothy Dandridge says, she goes, it's funny how, and I'm paraphrasing, but you white boys, talking about the Hollywood executives, expect for us black girls to drop our panties, even for the smallest of roles. Like, you don't even try to, you're not even subtle with it. It's an expectation.
Right. So you mean to tell me Lena Horne might have...
I don't know. I mean...
Pearl Bailey?
It's possible. And, you know, a lot of them talk about those things. It was just that, either do those things...
But don't get the part.
To play a mammy, or be a mammy in real life. Which one sounds more appealing to you? And so I just think that was, I hate to say it, but it was par for the course then. You know, okay, I'm going to talk to Otto Preminger, because, you know, with Dorothy Dandridge, Otto Preminger ended up being a thing. He's a big-time director. I'm going to go see Otto Preminger. Let me put on the good draws, because I know he probably... I mean, I'm not trying to because I love Dorothy Dandridge, you know. But I'm not trying to disrespect her legacy, but you probably only know that's what she was thinking. This ain't going to be no cut and dry conversation. He going to want me to actually lay down and do whatever. So...
Devils.
But back to, you know, you people like your Cuba Gooding Jr.'s, I mean, dude, maybe this is his wake-up call. Maybe not.
I don't think so.
But you got to be cognizant. Like, if I was... Like we hear about all the time, the football player was about a year ago. He opens up the door to a bunch of white women.
Right.
And they said he beat her up. Or,
the girl's underage. He's like, get the hell away from me.
You're right. And she wigs out. But it's like, you just got to be on the defense or offense. Both. You know? And if you're surrounded by that, you see that coming, go home.
Right.
Go home, go home, go home.
But it's so hard because they've got those feminine wiles, and it just...
Well, what's so hard is you have to pay all these lawyers and publicists to try to keep your reputation intact, because I don't care what you say. As a black man, once they put that stigma on you, it's going to stay on you till you die.
And think about this. Jussie Smollett, whatever little money he did have, he ain't got no more. Them lawyers are eating that shit up to keep him...
Well, Jussie Smollett, the problem was he thought he wasn't a white woman. You know, and that he can do what white women do.
Remember, he's the black Tupac. The gay Tupac.
Okay. You see how well that worked for him.
Yeah, so...
Now, he should have said he was more or less like the, I don't know, whatever white woman is hot and popping right now. Because that's the action that he took and the things he did was that of a white woman. You know, to try to get sympathy, and it almost worked for 2 seconds, you know. But, yeah, just be cognizant. And so I want to transition to this other subject here.
Okay.
You, along with a couple of your other homies, because I seen this, and I actually reposted it. Okay?
Wait.
Nah,
You aren't talking about that video of me and...
Nah.
Okay, good.
Nah,
good.
I'm going to tell you exactly what you posted.
That was my greatest hits compilation.
Let me try to find this, because
Lord, it has to do with child support for those that are listening, and it is a true statement, and a lot of brothers feel that way. Unfortunately, you sisters are dealing with these knuckleheads that are in and out of jail that ain't paying that kind of money, and you're bitter.
Nah.
But for those of us that do pay that kind of money, that's how we feel.
Okay. The nonsense that went forth this morning that I saw a few times on my timeline went like this. Child support should come on a card that only buys baby stuff.
Okay.
Not crab legs, fake hair, weed, and Miami trips.
That man's a genius!
So what I said was, okay, ain't none of y'all paying enough child support to send your baby mama to Miami. You ain't got a lie to kick it.
I was.
Now.
But I had a good woman, so...
I want to get off into, because you know you like to talk about child support. So you got a good 20 minutes.
Yes, I'm a father's rights advocate.
And I am too.
Damn right.
But I like to get down to the ridiculous.
Let's get to the
and
fat meat.
dissect it, okay?
Okay, let's go.
Like, that's silliness. Can we agree that that's silly?
No, it's not.
Why is it not silly?
Because it's the way a person feels. person's feelings is not
It ain't
silly.
a person, because like I said, I saw like
Right.
6 people.
That's
post
what I'm saying. I'm
this mess.
generalizing. If that's how a person feels, it's not silly. Doesn't mean that they're right.
Okay,
it
let's
just
listen.
means
Do you
that they
think that most, on average, because like they talk like they sending Jay-Z money, Beyonce. I mean,
most
child
people
support.
aren't. No.
Right.
I have
So
to
just to
disagree.
hear that in some dude's mind, they think that the baby mama, and I'm not saying this stuff don't happen,
Okay.
but on average, y'all thinking, because you posted this mess,
I posted
that
it.
women are going out buying weed, crab leg, weed, and Miami trips with some child support.
I don't know nothing about that, but the generalization of it, I know a lot of young ladies that are taking the child support that they're getting from the state, whatever that free money is they get from the state that they
And
charge
you know
to the father.
damn well they ain't getting
Wait,
that kind of money.
no. You look, the kid snotty nose, white t-shirt, pro kid, but she's got her nails done and a weave in her head. A weave is not cheap, and you know that. And she's not working, so you explain it to me.
Do you think, because I'm not saying none of that is, that's
Right.
not true. Do you think a man is really on average?
On average.
I ain't talking about these basketball-wise
Right.
child support. Do you think on average a man is giving that kind of child support to a woman? Like, child support is to help her pay bills.
Right.
Okay?
Child support, not home
And
support.
she's not getting all the rent paid in most cases. I'm not saying it's all, but in most cases, she's not getting all the rent paid, the car note, the electricity. It's to help
Yes.
support the child. Yeah, the child should have on decent clothing and all that kind of stuff. But when I hear that, it's like, y'all getting high on supply. Like, how much money is y'all sending? You ain't sending that kind of money.
The connotation of that thing is basically saying this. Until you women start agreeing that child support should not be based on a man's income, it should be based on what the child needs.
I mean, I guess
I mean,
I never got child support.
Because think about it. If I'm 18 years old, I'm making $1,100 a month, and I got to pay half of that to my child, which I'm willing to do, no
Right.
problem. But now I'm starting to move up in the company. Now I get $1,500 a month. Now I got to pay $800 of it to the child. What's changed?
Well,
I'm not getting a raise. There's no incentive for me to do better.
I thought you said you moved up in the company.
I did, but if you get a raise too, I didn't get a raise.
Well, I mean, depending on where you live, people know that the child support guidelines are different. So in California, it's based upon the child's needs. A lot of times, people whoever has the child, that's not necessarily
Custodial
the mom,
parent.
the custodial parent, they can take the other parent back for a modification. Hey, the child is older, to have more needs, they're doing more things, this, that, and the other, need more money, and so.
But why is it that the child? There's always an increase. There's never a decrease.
Sometimes there is a decrease. If you go and modify it, if you say, hey, I'm not making the money I was making before, or, my standard of living is suffering, a lot of times they do give men or the custodial parent a decrease. I know for a fact that they do that. A lot of times people
Very
just
rare.
don't, but a lot of people just don't know. And they, like I know a guy just recently, his baby mama, I hate the term, but we gonna use it, is on the system, because they just had a baby. They're not together. And I told him, I said, go to the DA. Go to them first.
Run, flee!
No, go to them
Go ahead,
first before they come to you. Oh, yeah. A man came up to him and served him with an envelope with his picture on it. And it's a summons for, they're going to say, we're going to start garnishing your wages.
Yeah.
But I'm like, why wait until they come to you? Why not go to them?
Well, I can say this in my own situation. After my first situation with my oldest son, I learned and said, you know what, I'm going to be a little bit more responsible. I'm going to be more careful. And when me and because of our careers, she got stationed one place, I got stationed another place, we decided to be fair and we stayed out of the court. We stayed out of the court system.
Because y'all had some sense. Together, y'all had some sense.
But she made it fair. She didn't make it to where it was impossible for me. I mean, if you don't incentivize me to do better for myself, I'm not going to do, I'm going to quit.
And my thing is this too. This is where I put not a lot, but some of the blame on you guys.
Yes.
Because if you know that this woman is going off getting crab legs and
Yeah.
your child is eating top ramen, because we know that stuff happens.
It does happen.
Why complain?
Right.
Go take her ass back to the
Right.
man.
Well, you know what I would do?
And say, I don't mind paying child support. However, I do mind when my child is eating oodles and noodles while she's eating crab legs.
Right, but it's kind of hard to do that when you can't take off of work every little...
Excuses!
No, it's not excuse. What I'm saying is, in some situations, you just let it go. It's just not worth it.
But then y'all be the ones getting on Facebook talking about she going to Miami and crab legs with my little child support money.
Mm-hmm. Or she's supporting her other man on your money.
If you know that, take her back. Like if I was a
You
dude
gotta have
in that
proof.
situation,
You gotta have proof.
and listen, I don't like. I was where you were because I ended up having. I never paid, but they were garnishing. They being the state was garnishing my wages for child support because my daughter's father at the time lied and said I was absentee, which I wasn't. I was a custodial parent, and we ain't got on some aid because he had lost his job. I get my paycheck, and it was short, and I had no clue as to why it was short.
Right.
Finding out I'm getting
Blindsided.
garnished.
Right, blindsided.
I took me.
Yes, Mr. Moses, yes.
It took
Yes,
me over
one
a
for the good
year.
guys.
I had to fight the system for a year.
So, think of what we go through.
And they gave me my money back,
Of course
all
they
the
did.
$50 administrative fee.
Yeah, of course they did. But, you know, but
But that's because I was there every other week,
Yes.
sitting there saying, I'm not letting this go, because to me
Right.
it wasn't about the money.
It's
And this
the-
is why I say you guys
Yes.
make a lot of excuses, but to me it wasn't about the money.
it's the principality.
No, it wasn't that. I didn't want them to label me as an absentee parent
Right.
because I wasn't an absentee parent. I, was taking care of my daughter 110%, going and busting my ass at work every day.
And I'm gonna
putting
tell
a roof
you-
over her head.
And I'm going to tell you this. You did an okay job because that girl's off the chain and she's on some different shit. So I'll give
she's
you
not
that.
she's not from here,
Yes,
okay?
exactly.
Yeah, she is. She don't play no games.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's why I say, like, when I hear men say that about the child support system not fair, listen, I know.
Well,
I was on that side. I get it.
Most of the guys that say stuff like that are the guys that are running drugs and they're in the streets and they have, they
And they got 50-11 baby mamas.
exactly. Those are the guys that really complain about it.
Yeah.
But when you got guys like me in my situation, I'm not super rich, but I'm okay. Thank God I haven't dealt with a woman like that, but there are incidents where women
And
that
I
do
understand.
that.
Listen, I'm not saying
Very rare,
I'm not
but-
saying men shouldn't be mad about that kind of stuff.
Right.
But don't blow it up. Because a lot of women are doing the right thing with the money, and they'll tell you, shit, that little money, and I don't want to deduce it down to little money because every little bit helps. But you ain't doing no bang-up job financially in here. I couldn't,
What about it? Wait, what about all those extra times once the kids go to sleep and I got to put in a little extra for you?
Well, you
For
come-
old time's
you coming
sake.
up short on the money. You better come up long somewhere else.
You know what
Okay.
I'm saying?
Right. But so I just think we need to just get real. And I
Okay,
think you
all
made
right.
a good point in saying a lot of the men, not all, because there are women out there who do that,
Do that.
kind of stuff. But trust me, I had a conversation about somebody yesterday who said that the mama gets a whole host of food stamps, and her and the homies is eating good, and they want to feed the kids top ramen. So trust me, I know that stuff happens. But overall, is it happening? I don't know. But if it is, if I was a man and that was me in that situation, it wouldn't happen too many times. My child wouldn't be able to come tell me, oh, mama was eating steak and lobster and crab legs, and I had some,
And we eat Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah, right, or some chicken top ramen. Nah, that it's gonna be some problems.
Yeah.
But to your other point where you said that usually comes from a lot of dudes who don't want to be responsible at all. Most people know, and it's women too, because I know of a man who's getting child support.
Yeah.
It's called paying like you weigh, or pay. I'm gonna coin
Pay
this.
on your way.
Pay like you lay.
Mm.
You laying down with somebody, and you get a oops or whatever that you call the baby.
My son is not a oops. No, go ahead.
Right. That's what you say now, But that happens, chalk it up to the game.
Right.
I'm be in this thing for 18 years. Let me ante up. I
And
don't.
you know what? It's not 18. It's a lifetime.
It is, but I'm saying financially,
Yeah.
in most cases,
Yeah.
it's 18, depending on where you're at, 21.
My son's 21 and I'm still paying.
Yeah, so that's, you chalk it up to the game and say, you know what? I am going to expect to take care of this child for at least 18 years.
Minimum.
Because the child needs somebody, both parents, to help care for them in every way, shape, and form stop blowing shit up,
Mm-hmm.
being mad. Because to me, when I see this kind of stuff, a lot of it is, I don't want, again,
Tomfoolery.
it is, but I don't want to discount the fact that there are, because there are women doing
Mm-hmm.
that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But, gosh, with the hindsight is 2020.
It is. It is.
You know?
And it's rough out there, like I said. But again, fellas, it's like I've said. If you're in a hole, the first thing you need to do is stop digging. Learn from your mistake and.
Yeah, I mean, like, don't, like, have that happen to you once.
Right.
Once, I get it. Twice, 3 times, 4 times.
When it gets to the third time, you have a problem.
Because you have 3 and 4 baby mamas out there. The third and the fourth one is stupid. I'm just gonna say that they're stupid for even becoming the third and the fourth baby mama.
And
But
then who are the parents raising these young men and women, bringing in child they can't support?
well, because it's learned behavior, they're probably learning the same thing. But so that because I hear a lot of men say this too. Oh, well, she know I got other kids. Well,
And?
okay, so the last baby mama, the last child rather, should just go without because you're also paying child support for the other kids. No, they need it too.
Mm-hmm. I got a question for you real quick. I'm 19, you're 18. I already have a baby. You know I already have a baby.
Yes.
Would you date me?
At 19 and 18, you
Mhm.
already have a child. See, if I'm 18,
Mhm.
probably not. It's not because you're not an awesome, upstanding
exactly.
dude, but because I'm 18, I don't even know what the hell I'm gonna do yet.
Exactly.
The last thing I want to do is be a stepmom
Right. Okay. Let's say you're
because
20.
I don't know how.
You're 24. You got a baby. I got 2 babies. Would you date me?
I'm 24. I got a baby. You got 2
Two.
babies.
2 different baby mamas. Would you date me?
It depends on where we are in our life. Because I don't think a person is a bad person for having multiple baby mamas per se, with the exception of they're taking care of those kids and there's no issues, which is rare.
Right. My point of asking you those questions is you got to start thinking about those things before you lay down with somebody.
Yeah, most definitely. You tell me, and this is the other thing too. This is a whole different conversation, but a lot of people aren't honest about
Their situation
you
where
know,
they're
I
at.
got 6 baby mamas. You all right with that? Because I actually was talking to a dude who initially told me
I
that
only got 3.
no,
Okay. That's me.
told me that he had 3 kids and led me to believe it was with one woman. Later on, throughout the relationship, I find out that he's got 5 baby mamas and 6 kids.
Yikes!
Didn't you think I was gonna find out eventually?
Well, by then I would have married you and nothing you can do.
That's actually a true story.
Wow. Wow. Oh! X! Yikes. No wonder you were out of there in 10 months.
I'm just saying, like, how long was you gonna hide these things?
I mean, but how did that make you feel?
Pissed off.
Why would you be pissed off?
I was pissed off because it's like that's a need to know thing.
Yeah, because if you're out there, you might
Yeah.
you might have some shit that I need to know about.
Yeah, then then you got all these child support issues. Listen, I ain't gonna lie, he wasn't even a good dude. He wasn't. He's a douchebag. But like, you got issues. You can't really take. They get it before you get it.
Right.
And I ain't trying to, like, I don't have a problem with doing for my man, but
Sure.
I'm not going to take care of you while you taking care of 5 other kids.
And see, that's what I want a lot of these young people, male and female, to think about. If this person already has children, it doesn't make them a bad person, but financially, is that person handling their business? And if they're not, and you're with them, don't you think they might be asking you for a little help on that? And if you're the kind of person that wants to help, fine. But if you want to tie yourself down, you got to think about all of this stuff. Thus, at 49 years old, I am by myself.
Well, good for you. No.
Until, well, at least until Amanda gets here.
Yeah, we gonna. You say that now. In 9 months, he gonna be like, wow.
Well, look, it's been 30 years. Your sister look all that gray. I'm getting gray.
I'm having a child.
No, that ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen. Ever.
She caught me up.
Nope.
She locked the legs on me. It was
Nope.
nothing I could do.
Like my mama said.
You know what?
You couldn't find another hole? I'm just saying, when wisdom talks, you better start listening. No, but in all seriousness, no, seriously. People, you got to really think about your future, where you're at in it, and
Absolutely. I mean, this
accordingly.
child support should never be the issue that it is. If people are just doing their due diligence to themselves. Do due diligence to yourself. That means, all right, and we talk about this all the time. We're going to continue talking about it because it's an issue. She's got a fat ass. Lord have mercy. Lord.
I'm dreaming about Amanda.
She got this long hair. And she this, she that. Ooh, I just love that hair. All right, let me put all that to the on the back burner for a minute.
Right.
As we said, we might come up with a segment, a documentary, whatever. What's behind the booty?
Yes. Well, she's a teacher, got her shit together, got her own spot. We're good.
What's behind the booty? Cause it looks good. I'm talking from a man's point of view,
man perspective,
obviously.
yeah.
You know, it looks good. She put together well. She smells good. She got all the latest on, and she speaks so sweet. She don't talk loud like me. She talks all sweet, nice, and all right. But what you really got going on behind that big ass?
Hey, true story. I'm a living example.
You almost got caught.
Almost, but I didn't. But
Right.
that's a true story. Woman was beautiful, put together, perfect package.
Her booty had a fishing line, and she threw it out there. And
perfect
she
package.
was reeling them in.
No, she thought she was reeling me in. I let her get a little bit, enough to where she hung herself.
And you got a little bit.
Oh, I got a lot. But, I let her get out there to where she exposed herself, and I was able to get off that hook and go my way.
Right.
So, you
Yeah.
really got to ask yourself things.
What's behind the booty? And for women, what's behind all that swag and all that? He got it going on. He's saying all the right things. And,
The stigmatization.
stigmatizing. He's a rapper.
I don't know why women fall for that. Why do they fall for that?
I mean, it could be but I'm saying if you like 40-something years old and you still sending out mixtapes, listen, I'm never gonna be the one to kill your dreams.
Right.
But we should be
Realistic.
However, why are you a 40-something-year-old rapper with mixtapes and all that? You need to be able to do some other stuff. Like, I can't be on your pipe dreams with you.
Right, and to me there's something wrong when you're 49, 50, my age group, and I got friends that are like that, and you're still preying on 21, 23-year-old girls. There's something wrong there. I mean...
Because they know a woman, there's a lot of dumb women my age, too, that think they're 21.
Yeah, but there are more dumber ones at 21,
right.
18, but
well,
still.
because I feel like this, because people say age ain't nothing but a number. It is, though. It is more than a number. Because when you a 40-something-year-old man and you trying to talk to a 20-year-old, y'all ain't got nothing in common.
Nothing in common.
Only thing you're doing
Male,
is being a dirty
female.
old man.
Right.
You want to soil this poor little girl, but not only you soiling her body, you're soiling
Mind.
her emotions and her mind. Because she's not. Because I've seen the damage that does to young girls who think they grown. I'm not saying young like teenagers, but like 20, 21.
Yeah, they're still young.
19 even. They get in these relationships with these old cats. Because the dude is
trying to secure the bag. He's got himself
opening
together.
the door and he letting ride in a nice little leather
Right.
seats, and
Giving
they
them
going.
money here and
They
there.
you normally going to McDonald's, they getting to go to Red Lobster
Sizzling.
or whatever.
Yeah.
In the bottom of a purse from Ross's or
Right.
TJ Maxx or some shit. So she's, and then finally he gets what he wants. They hang out for a minute, and then all that is gone. He's done spending money on her. He done got all the goods, and she's left with the emotional baggage of, I thought he loved me.
Right.
He paid all these mind trips and head games on me, and now I'm stuck
Right.
with all
I
this
enrolled in
damage.
school, and the tuition's due, and he's gone.
Right. He done did all this stuff, and, but the ultimate goal was to get what she had, So, yeah, I definitely question that when I see older dudes with young girls.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I like looking at the young girls, and I'm thinking, you give them their cross like, damn.
He talking legal young girls, like in their
young.
20s. We're not talking
20,
about
yeah. About 18 and above. But you look at me like, damn. But it's like I look at them as a child still.
Well, they are. Physically, these girls look like women, but they are children. And my daughter's 26. She's actually very intelligent and very mature for a 26-year-old.
Yes, but she looks like she's 15.
Right, and that's because she's not trying to be out there. She's like, I got a while before I get off and all, and I'm gonna do my thing.
Well, we'll find out in September.
When
she finds eBay.
Oh, in Africa.
Yeah.
Right.
So, but anyway, real quick, touch on these black people that are veterans that are not applying for their
Veterans.
Black veterans.
Black veterans, please, if you are a veteran and you've been in the military, whatever somebody, you're a veteran, you know you're a veteran, go get what's yours. The government has money for you. Don't be on the nonsense, well, I don't need it, well, they ain't gonna give it to me. You know, people getting thousands of dollars for the stuff that they've endured while they were in the military, Donovan being one of them, you know. Go let them tell you that. Don't just assume you're not going to get it because A, B, C, and D. Y'all leaving a lot of money on the table. It can make the difference between you buying a house. You get your benefits. They give you
housing certificate.
Yeah, to get you a house, a whole host of stuff. Go get your money. Stop. Get out of your own way and stop believing, you know, the nonsense about I can't do it or I ain't gonna give it to me.
Right, and then even if you got out under other than honorable conditions, look into that because that could be upgraded.
That's what I heard.
Or you know, there's all kinds of things you can do. Just go get your money.
Get the information.
See you guys again next week.
Peace.